Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to share the incredible power of positive thinking, a philosophy championed by the late Wayne Dyer. Dyer believed that our thoughts have the power to shape our reality. He often said, "You become what you think about all day long." If we consistently focus on negativity, we will see obstacles and scarcity. But if we choose to direct our thoughts toward abundance, love, and gratitude, our mindset and actions will change, opening us up to new possibilities. Dyer also emphasized the transformative power of gratitude. When we shift our attention from what's lacking to what we already have, life begins to feel fuller and more joyful. Gratitude is not just about being thankful for the obvious blessings, it's about appreciating even life's challenges as opportunities for growth. By doing so, we create a positive outlook that draws even more blessings into our lives. So, if we practice positive thinking and gratitude daily, we can overcome self-doubt, break free from limiting beliefs, and start living the fulfilling lives we are meant to lead. Remember, the power to transform your life lies in the way you choose to think every day. Wayne Dyer emphasized that the thoughts we hold in our minds are powerful forces that shape the lives we lead. His philosophy is rooted in the idea that our thoughts determine our emotions, our behaviors, and ultimately our circumstances. When we allow negative thinking to dominate, we place limitations on ourselves, creating barriers to happiness and success. For Dyer, positive thinking was not just about being hopeful, it was about actively choosing to focus on the good and the possible. He believed that thoughts are creative energy, and what we focus on will expand. If we dwell on scarcity or fear, those conditions become magnified. On the other hand, when we fix our minds on abundance, love, and possibility, our lives begin to reflect those positive qualities. One of Dyer's fundamental teachings is that we have control over our internal dialogue. Many people go through life unaware of the constant chatter in their minds, much of which can be self-critical or filled with worry. This inner voice often reinforces limiting beliefs. Statements like, "I'm not good enough," or "I can't succeed." Dyer taught that becoming aware of these negative thought patterns is the first step toward transforming them. Once we recognize how our thoughts are influencing us, we can begin to replace them with more empowering statements. For instance, instead of saying, "I'm a failure," we can reframe the thought to, "I am learning and growing every day." Dyer's teachings invite us to observe our minds with curiosity rather than judgment, and to gently redirect our thoughts toward the positive. Dyer also highlighted the importance of visualization in positive thinking. He encouraged people to picture the life they wanted, as if it had already come to fruition. Visualization is a powerful way to align our minds with our goals and desires. When we vividly imagine ourselves succeeding, feeling joyful, or achieving a dream, we send a message to our subconscious mind that this is our reality. Our subconscious then works in the background to help bring these mental images to life. Visualization helps us stay focused on our aspirations rather than getting sidetracked by fear or doubt. It also fosters a sense of confidence because it allows us to mentally rehearse success before it happens. Another key aspect of Dyer's approach to positive thinking is cultivating self-compassion. Many people are harsh with themselves when they make mistakes or experience setbacks. This self-criticism can spiral into a negative mindset that keeps us stuck. Dyer believed that being kind and forgiving toward ourselves is essential for maintaining a positive outlook. He taught that mistakes are not failures but valuable lessons on the path to growth. When we approach ourselves with compassion, we create a safe space to learn and improve. This shift in perspective allows us to move forward with confidence and resilience, even in the face of challenges. Dyer also believed that focusing on gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to transform our thoughts. Gratitude shifts our attention away from what is missing and toward what is present. It helps us see the abundance that already exists in our lives. By practicing gratitude daily, we train our minds to look for the positive aspects of any situation. Even in difficult circumstances, there are often hidden blessings or opportunities for growth. Dyer taught that when we express gratitude for the good in our lives, we attract more of it. This practice creates a positive feedback loop, reinforcing a mindset of abundance and joy. Another element of positive thinking in Dyer's teachings is staying present. Many people get caught up in regrets about the past or worries about the future. This mental time travel often leads to anxiety and dissatisfaction. Dyer emphasized the power of the present moment as the only place where true peace and happiness can be found. When we focus on the here and now, we free ourselves from the burden of past mistakes and future uncertainties. Staying present allows us to fully experience life as it is, without judgment or resistance. This mindfulness helps cultivate a positive state of mind because it anchors us in reality rather than imagined fears or regrets. Dyer also taught that positive thinking is not about denying negative emotions or pretending that everything is perfect. Instead, it is about choosing how we respond to challenges. Life will inevitably present difficulties, but we have the power to decide how we interpret and react to them. Dyer encouraged people to see obstacles as opportunities for growth rather than as insurmountable problems. By shifting our perspective in this way, we build resilience and maintain a hopeful outlook even in tough times. Wayne Dyer often spoke about the law of attraction, the idea that the energy we put out into the world comes back to us. When we radiate positivity, we tend to attract positive people, experiences, and circumstances. Conversely, negative energy often draws more negativity. Dyer encouraged people to be mindful of the energy they project through their thoughts, words, and actions. By cultivating positivity within ourselves, we create a ripple effect that influences our external reality. One of the most empowering aspects of Dyer's philosophy is the belief that we are co-creators of our own lives. We are not passive victims of fate or circumstance. We have the ability to shape our destiny through our thoughts and choices. Positive thinking empowers us to take responsibility for our lives and step into our full potential. It reminds us that we have the power to change our story at any moment, simply by changing our mindset. Wayne Dyer's message is ultimately one of hope and empowerment. The belief that by shifting our thoughts, we can create a life filled with joy, peace, and fulfillment. Wayne Dyer emphasized the transformative power of gratitude and its critical role in fostering a positive mindset. Gratitude, according to Dyer, is not simply a fleeting emotion, but a conscious choice and a way of life. He believed that when we focus on the blessings in our lives, we shift our mental energy from scarcity and lack to abundance and possibility. This shift in perspective is powerful because it changes the way we see the world and ourselves. When we practice gratitude consistently, we begin to notice more of the good around us. Our minds become attuned to the positive, and our energy starts to reflect hope, joy, and peace. Dyer often encouraged people to begin their day with gratitude. Starting the day by acknowledging what we are thankful for sets a positive tone for the hours ahead. Instead of rushing into the day with worries or to-do lists, this practice helps anchor us in the present moment and reminds us of life's gifts. Whether it's gratitude for health, loved ones, opportunities, or even challenges that have taught valuable lessons. Acknowledging these blessings shifts our focus away from what is lacking to what is abundant. Dyer believed that gratitude opens the door to new possibilities. When we appreciate what we already have, we send a signal to the universe that we are ready to receive more of life's goodness. Gratitude also helps to reframe challenges. Life is not without its difficulties, and Dyer never suggested that gratitude should ignore or deny these struggles. Instead, he taught that gratitude allows us to see even difficult situations through a different lens. Challenges often carry hidden blessings, lessons, opportunities for growth, or new directions we might not have considered. By adopting a grateful mindset, we can start to see obstacles as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. This shift in perspective builds resilience because it prevents us from becoming stuck in negative thinking or self-pity. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" gratitude prompts us to ask, "What can I learn from this?" Dyer emphasized the connection between gratitude and joy. He believed that joy is not something we need to chase after, but something we can cultivate by recognizing the beauty of the present moment. Many people delay their happiness, thinking they will be happy once they achieve a particular goal or acquire a specific possession. However, this mindset keeps happiness perpetually out of reach. Dyer taught that joy is available to us now, in this very moment, if we choose to focus on what is good and beautiful in our lives. Gratitude is the key that unlocks this joy. By practicing gratitude, we stop waiting for external circumstances to align perfectly and instead find contentment in the here and now. Dyer also stressed the importance of expressing gratitude not only internally, but also outwardly. Expressing gratitude to others strengthens relationships and fosters connection. When we take the time to acknowledge and appreciate the people in our lives, we create an atmosphere of kindness and mutual respect. This simple act of appreciation can have a profound impact, deepening bonds and spreading positivity. Dyer believed that when we express gratitude, we create a ripple effect. The positive energy we put out into the world comes back to us in unexpected and beautiful ways. Gratitude becomes a self-reinforcing cycle. The more we practice it, the more reasons we find to be grateful. Another significant aspect of Dyer's teaching on gratitude is its ability to dissolve envy and comparison. In today's world, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to others, which often leads to feelings of inadequacy or jealousy. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to these negative emotions. When we focus on our blessings, we stop fixating on what others have and start appreciating our own unique journey. Dyer encouraged people to shift their attention from comparison to appreciation, recognizing that each person's path is different and that our own lives are filled with gifts we may have overlooked. This practice not only fosters inner peace, but also helps us celebrate the successes of others without resentment. Gratitude also plays a critical role in overcoming fear and anxiety. Fear often arises from focusing on worst-case scenarios or dwelling on uncertainties about the future. Gratitude brings our attention back to the present moment and helps ground us in reality. When we focus on what is good right now, fear loses its grip. Dyer believed that gratitude and fear cannot coexist. By cultivating gratitude, we weaken the power of fear and strengthen our sense of peace and security. This practice helps us face life's uncertainties with greater courage and confidence. Dyer also linked gratitude to spiritual growth. He believed that gratitude is a spiritual practice that deepens our connection to a higher power. When we express gratitude, we acknowledge the abundance of life's blessings and recognize that we are part of something greater than ourselves. Gratitude fosters a sense of trust in life's unfolding, even when we don't have all the answers. It helps us surrender control and accept life as it is, knowing that each moment carries its own gifts and lessons. This spiritual surrender is not about passivity, but about embracing life with open-hearted acceptance and faith. In Dyer's view, gratitude is not just a temporary state of mind. It is a lifelong practice that transforms how we experience the world. It shifts our focus from lack to abundance, from fear to trust, and from discontent to joy. By choosing gratitude daily, we open our hearts to the fullness of life and create a mindset that attracts even more blessings. Through gratitude, we discover that happiness is not something we need to chase. It is already within us, waiting to be recognized and embraced.